Are you looking for a free open source alternative to expensive inventory systems like Fishbowl or Sortly? Discover InvenTree, a self-hosted platform that lets you manage your parts, stock, purchasing and manufacturing all in one place. Track every component from supplier to finished product, manage purchase and sale orders, while keeping full control of your data. To start using InvenTree, you can try their demo on the official website and self-deploy it for free by following their Docker installation guide, or use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy it seamlessly on your server or the cloud provider of your choice. We handle the installation, backups, updates, and ongoing maintenance for you. To start using InvenTree on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for InvenTree and select. Choose between the different cloud providers, regions and service plans based on your needs, then next. On the final screen, you can adjust more advanced settings and choose between the different level of support we provide. The first one is free and included by default. Once you're all good, hit the Create Service button. Once the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your instance is ready. You have some additional instructions if ever you want to set up a custom domain. Just follow the different steps. Let's follow the Get Password link here to access our instance. We arrive on Elestio administration dashboard for our InvenTree instance. Let's copy the password to our clipboard. The username will be admin, and let's follow the admin UI link. Let's type our credentials and log in. When we arrive, we have getting started with different steps to follow to get properly onboarded to InvenTree. Some news and updates about the open source software, ideal to be aware of bug fixes and new features. But it feels empty because this zone is dedicated to widgets and by default there is none, so it's you who will need to create your dashboard. It's here with the add widget feature, but we will see it later. First, we want to configure our instance. So here, if we click on the top left, we have InvenTree. We can rename it and configure it to make it our own. So let's go to the settings, user settings. From there, you can adjust your user details, the display settings, if you want to change the color or switch to dark and light mode. Let's go to system settings. From there, you can literally configure everything. But what we want to do is to simply rename our company, switch to Elestio, and the server instance name here. Switch from InvenTree to Elestio. Perfect. It's saved. We can verify it here on the top left. Okay, so now we want to add things to our instance. It is split between parts, stock, manufacturing, purchasing, and sales. The first way to start is to create parts. But before adding parts, let's add the part categories that will contain the different parts. Let's create one here. Let's say we have electronics. You can add a description, a location, add a parent category, but we don't have others yet. And assign an icon. Let's say if I type something like electronics, if I find something good, okay, circuit, perfect, and submit. We have our first category. We are inside, you can see it here. And inside we can add a subcategory. So it's automatically filled when I'm doing it inside a category. The name resistors. Again, you can add a default location, but we don't have locations yet. So you really have to configure everything to be able to connect everything properly. As it's not a parent category, we won't add an icon, submit. And to have more categories, let's go to parts. Let's name it raw materials. It's the parent category. And for the icon, we can search for atom. Okay, submit. You got the idea. Again, I can add a subcategory. I'll name it metals. No icon, submit. Now, if I go to parts, we have two categories that both contain one subcategory. Okay, so now I have my categories. I can create parts. So if I add a part, you can also import them from a file. I get for real businesses, it's more practical to do it, but I will do it by hand so you can see what we have. Let's say in electronics, I will add a USB-C cable. You can adjust tons of parameters. Again, choose a location, but we will see them later. Define what is the minimum stock, and if you are below the threshold, you get notified. And about this part, is it a component used to build other parts? So let's say our cable is to create a full computer. We could say, okay, it's a component. Is it an assembly? So the computer will be the assembly of all the other parts. You have different flags to attach to your parts. Let's create it, submit, and there you can adjust absolutely everything about it. But if we want to add stock to it, we will need a stock location. So first, we will need to add suppliers. So if we go to purchasing, suppliers, we can add a company. Let's name it ElectroCorp. You can add different information about it. Choose the currency. Are they supplier, manufacturer, or customer? And if it's active or not. Let's create it. And let's say, okay, this company is connected to our part. So in the supplied parts of the company we just created, we can attach the different parts we have. So we have this nice search bar. We only have our USB-C cable for now. Then if you create the manufacturers and all the rest, you'd be able to attach all the data required. And let's say for the SKU, we name it SKU USB-C. Okay, so once I do it, the product has the SKU, which will allow us to use the feature here to scan barcodes and to automatically identify parts into your system. What is nice is it's a two-way direction. So once I added a USB-C cable to company ElectroCorp, if I do the opposite, I go to my part and check the suppliers, you can see supplier ElectroCorp. It's a lot of initial setup because you would also need to add the manufacturing and everything, but it's something necessary. But once done, everything is smoothly interconnected, making your life easier to manage everything. It allows the best tracking and handling of items and stocks. You also have to add the stock location to know where your parts are stored. So let's say Elestio A. Again, you have a parent system. Let's create it. So I won't add a second one as a child. I will add Elestio B, submit, and we have two locations. So if I go here, and now in our parts, we can go to the stock. And now we'll be able to add a stock item. So the supplier part is from ElectroCorp. And where is it located? A or B? Let's choose B. How many do we have? Then additional details based on what you need and submit. And once everything is set up, you can go to purchasing and pass purchase or sell orders. Because setting up everything will take too much time, I can open the demo on the official website. We have some default credentials you can use to see the different system of permission. Let's take all access and no limits, login. We are connected to this demo instance. Let's go to sales or purchasing. And from there, you can see the sale orders with some fake data, pending shipments, return orders. It looks better once you have data in it. Then based on what interests you, based on your business, you can add widgets. So here, add a widget and you have tons of widgets to create the perfect dashboard based on your needs. On top of the different widgets, you can also edit the layout to rearrange the view. For example, if this doesn't interest you, you can make it smaller, this bigger. And once you have added widgets, you can organize everything. As always, I highly recommend you to check the official documentation to discover how things work, to discover features I didn't present in this video that are important for your use cases. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering InvenTree with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, Watch this video, available here.